Good morning, everybody. Mike Vacchi, Princetontrader.com, here with your Friday market webcast. All right, so we have jobs today at 8:30, so about 45 minutes from when I'm recording this. You can see we're on a shelf. There's really no other way to put it. You get some very tight range yesterday, even tighter range today. After spending 4 days establishing the 100-day exponential as support, so we're stuck between the 100 and the 200 on the daily chart. So, look, it's gone down a ways, it's come up a bit, and now we're just kind of hanging out waiting for that next piece of news. Maybe they care about jobs today, maybe they don't. We'll find out in 45 minutes. So on the hourly chart, you can see absolutely flat line from a price standpoint. This is your Bollinger Bandwidth. It's been a long time since it's just gone and hung out in this tight of a range. It's been a number of months. So if it feels weird, it's just because you're not used to this. We haven't done this in a while. Tapes do this. They do it on the back end sometimes of digesting a lot of news and getting up into an area that they're fairly comfortable with. And sometimes they do it in anticipation of the next data point, which is coming up, at 8:30. So you had a head fake up yesterday. It did 41.73 quarter. The little head fake down yesterday, right in there. It made a 10:30 low, but it didn't do what it had done with most of these 10:30 lows in recently. It didn't rip it. So you had like a morning low here. That was a little early, but they took it down 10 o'clock here. Here's 10 o'clock low from Wednesday. Took it higher. 10 o'clock low, took it higher. That was Tuesday. 9 o'clock low, took it higher. They brought it back in that day. And, 9, 10 o'clock low, took it higher. So, markets tend to get into patterns. Yesterday, it did it, but it just did it in a lot more of a slow drip with a lot more chop and a lot more of a whip back. With each time it did it, and it effectively resolved nothing. The entire day and the entire Globex has basically bisected the hourly midband. So we are flat. We had a decent enough day yesterday. Caught a couple of trades. We were able to get middles, but obviously nothing ran the way we would like it. So you take what you can, you take profits where you can, and you get your day made and you move on to the next one. But yesterday is not a day where you're gonna blow the doors off. At least it shouldn't be. If it is, it's because you're doing a lot of guessing on the edges. You're doing a lot of fading on the edges, a lot of contrarian stuff that typically gets people into trouble, and you are massively overtrading. None of that's good at all. I was saying in the room yesterday, this type of a tape, when it gets this tight, whatever your bad habits are, do you enter too early? Do you enter too late? Do you overtrade? Are you scared? Do you take profits too early? Do you like to let things go too far and end up getting round tripped and stopped out? Whatever your issue is, this type of a tape takes a big mirror, puts it right up to your face and goes, here you are. So my suggestion, just from a learning standpoint, is if you made some mistakes yesterday, if you did some things yesterday that you're like, man, I was working on that. This is the kind of tape that brings that stuff back to the surface. Learn from it. Accept it, learn from it, and just, evolve. That's what being a trader is about. It's just adapting and evolving and learning from our mistakes, trying not to make the same mistake 2, 3, 4, 8 times, right? But this is the kind of tape that really brings it out. So if it brought it out for you yesterday, that's okay. That's normal. You're not doing anything wrong. It was just a really tight tape. So as far as numbers go, volume weighted average price is jammed up at 41.56 along with the hourly midband. Proprietary moving average a little bit lower at 52. Hourly upper band's 41.66. Hourly lower band is 45. That's your range, 45 to 66. So, And it's not our job to figure out who's going to win, and certainly not your job to game the report today at 8:30 in the hope of gaining some advantage. There will be a number, there will be a reaction. It's your job to figure out that reaction and ride the winning team to victory. That's all we ever try to do. So we'll gauge the reaction at 8:30 in the room, and we'll trade it from there. All right. Everybody have a fantastic day. Have a fantastic weekend. Be safe, be healthy, take care, trade them well, and I'll talk to you Monday.